Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Amariah here, back with another video. This time we're interviewing the Dragon. Hello, Dragon.
What's up, man?
So,
It's
Dragon
me, Frank the
Frank.
Dragon.
The Dragon. Put an echo on
What is
that.
that from? Is that from? Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, you know what? I need a soundboard or something like that. So when I come in there, I can just, there's some streamers out there when they do certain things, they'll put like an echo on or
Yeah,
something like that. So
yeah, that'd be good.
it's
You
like
just it's typing the Dragon.
so I
That'd
can
be
sound
cool.
like epic, 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 epic.
Epic. Do-do-do-do.
Exactly. Or you have that little horn sound that they have for it.
Yeah, that's what they have in Jamaica, in it, the horn sound.
So I was gonna ask you that. So are you people from the island though, or
Yeah, I'm Scottish and Jamaican. So,
Scottish? Oh,
but
okay.
I'm from England though. So, but my dad's Jamaican and my mum's Jamaican and Scottish.
Oh,
But like we was brought up in England though. I wasn't. None of our families from our family's from Scotland, yeah. But like none of
mm-hmm,
us grew up in Scotland. We was born in England. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like Scotland's basically like a different state in it. It's England, yeah, but it's like kind of a state in England, if you get
So
what I
part
mean.
of the UK, just a different part of the United
Yeah, different
Kingdom.
part of the UK. That's it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hmm.
You've spoken to a lot of people around the world anyway.
Well,
You
no,
know.
I have, but I've done my research too because I've watched a lot of there's YouTubers that go out there and they'll inform you, for us silly Americans that don't really know a lot
Oh,
about it,
okay.
that so
So
they'll
you
speak
did your
about.
geography then.
I did my homework, so
Yeah.
I found out a couple things. So if
That's
I feel
good.
like I'm ignorant about something, I'll just go to seek out the knowledge. That way, when I speak to somebody, I won't sound like a fool.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the best way to do it. But yeah, so I hear that. You've been to Scotland, though, right? I mean,
Never been to Scotland, bro.
you never
Never.
been to Scotland? Oh
No.
wow.
I've
Uh,
been to Jamaica though, and New York,
mm-hmm.
and that's basically most places I've been around the world, and then I've just been in England all my life, and that's it really. Glad I got a chance to travel though, but I am looking to start traveling as well. I mean, like, obviously, it's all about what you spend your money on, innit? About, if you want to travel, you save up your money for traveling. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're
That's
saving
it.
money up right now to do that.
That's it, man. I mean, like, obviously, traveling costs probably the price of rent and stuff like that. If you think about it, it's it, it's affordable, really, but it's not affordable at the same time, depending on your wages. You know what I mean? But
It sets you back a little bit, so
it
you kind
will
of have to
set you, yeah, it
struggle when
will
you.
set you back. But at the same time, yeah, it's expensive. But if you think about it, yeah, it's cheap in a way to a like an airport's point of view because like you're contributing to the fuel in the airplane and then the
Hmm.
seat, and then you're contributing to the service as well, which is,
Yeah.
you're paying staff, you're paying a pilot, paying for petrol, and so and so, and it's in a way it's kind of worth it really, price
Yeah, it
wise
can
anyway.
be.
It can be.
Well, the experience is worth it, like to go somewhere new that you've never seen before and just
Yeah, that's
to
definitely worth it. You can't
experience
put
a
a
different
price on that.
culture.
You can't put a
Yeah,
price on that.
no, you can't. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like you got to throw away that, or put away that little bit of money that you can, so it stacks up, and then when you finally get it, and you have that life experience, it's better than buying material things,
Yeah,
because
yeah. Because as you already know, material things go out of fashion already with technology and stuff. You buy it, and then a year later, it's like, it wasn't really worth buying that. You know what I mean? What could have I done with that money? I could have done something more with it. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
That's
That's
it.
true. And then, it'll just sit there on a shelf or something. But the experience, you always can look back at those memories and kind of, be nostalgic about it and feel what you're feeling. But on the same token, I still have a ton of stuff here that just brings back a ton of memories of good times, though. So,
Yeah, that's it,
I
man.
mean,
Well, I've got a habit of losing stuff through the years, man. Because I always move about. You see,
oh, you do?
I never stay in one house. I'm always moving about and stuff.
Oh, well, maybe that's one of the reasons why it's expensive to move too. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why you can't do a lot of traveling. You've been moving around too much.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I haven't had a chance you know, like stay in one spot and just settle down. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And just do my thing, like. But I don't know. We see what the future holds, man. You know what I mean? For me.
So you've got to get quite a bit subscribers though. So I mean, is it are you happy with what you have right now? I mean, I know you want to get more. We both want to be in the millions, but
Yeah, of course. That's my ultimate goal, to be at least hit 1 million, like eventually. I
yeah,
don't know when it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna make sure it happens.
you got to just keep
I'm
getting out there and
determined,
putting stuff
man.
out there.
I'm gonna be grinding on YouTube every single day. I'm telling you, every single day, shooting up videos and entertaining everyone and making people happy, putting more smiles on people's faces. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? As long as you show everyone that you're confident and you care about people and stuff like that, like people will come to you, man. That's what it's about, man. You know what I mean? It's support each other and look after the viewers look after you, and
Yeah.
there we go. You know what I mean? Everyone gets what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And just
Yeah,
like you were saying before, just the fact the collaborations and stuff that we do like this,
yeah,
and just supporting each other like that will keep us going and
yeah. That's
keep it
it,
like
man.
a healthy, fun experience.
Yeah, that's it. Everything's about networking, working together, working as a community, because that's what YouTube is. It's a big community. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
yeah, you have to be a part of it. You know what I mean? And that's what comes with YouTube and being a YouTuber. You know what I mean?
They keep that content coming out too to keep you constantly and up to date and everything.
Yeah,
So
that's it, man. It's a full-time job. It's a 24-hour job, YouTube is. If you
it
think about
is.
it, if you're doing it properly anyway. Because you got to be constantly thinking of new creative ideas for the next day and the next day and you know, speaking to all your viewers, looking after your viewers, showing them that you actually care and stuff, That's
Hmm.
it. And you're it's
Show them the
just
love.
showing the love, man. That's it, man.
Hmm.
But
You have to.
like, let's hear a bit about you though, Frank.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So like YouTube and stuff. So it's like start from the beginning. What made you wanna join the community?
You know what? I've always wanted to entertain. Like back in the day, a lot of my idols, like Robin Williams and some of the big guys that can get out there and just not give a crap and jump on a stage and ham it up and make people laugh and just make people think. Like George Carlin. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but
Okay.
so guys just can get out there and just make somebody laugh, smile, cry, all at the same time. You know what I mean? I always wanted that. I always wanted to jump on a stage, but I never felt like I could do that. Like I never felt like I had the confidence to do it. So, this is another platform to kind of get out there and entertain people in a different way. So, I like playing video games and I like to entertain. So put those two hands together and like kind of merge it and make an entertainment sandwich.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
it's like,
once you get all your support you need and stuff like that, you will be able to do stuff like that in the future. It's just that, people need to recognize you and get to know you. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
yeah,
Get to know
you,
you. That's it.
you just got to break out of that shell. So it's like you got to just, like you said, be confident, be a little bit courageous, and
Yeah,
get out there and just
that's
make
it,
the
man.
stuff
It's
you want to
like
make.
never worry about what people say. You know what I mean? That's like the number one rule. Like
Yeah,
you gotta have a certain personality and a certain like mindset. Like just just ignore like the negative energy around. You know what I mean? As long as you ignore
yeah.
that, yeah, everything will be fine. Like it doesn't matter how harsh it is, or that it's always gonna be there. Like you know what I mean? And you gotta just have that confidence and just trudge your path. You know what I mean? And keep moving forward. You know what I mean? Keep starting a new story and stuff like that.
No, you're right. So growing up, it was different. Now it's like I think when you grow older, you start growing that not give a fuck filter. And, and you just keep pushing through and not worrying about what people think more.
Yeah.
And when you're going through those awkward teen years, and that's one time where I really just kind of shut down. And I mean, growing up in school, I didn't even speak to anybody, to be honest with you. I was the quiet kid over in the corner.
Oh,
And when I
same
did
here,
say
man.
something, yeah.
Doing your own thing, like.
Yeah, you're doing your own thing. I'm an artist. Like I draw, so And that's the whole reason.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. So I'd dive into that world. I'd be tucked up my desk, and I'd just be sitting there, like, put my head down, and I just draw something instead of being part of the whole conversation with everybody. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Constantly working on your craft. That's it, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I was even thinking about doing some things like that, some live streams with a little bit of just throw paint up there. So I can do some amazing things with paint,
Oh, okay.
and just putting up there and just having some little just drawing videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be interesting to see. I'd keep an eye out for that one because I do like art too. Art's a good thing.
Yeah, it's
So
just some getting creative and just turning something, nothing into something.
yeah, that's it. That's right. Yeah, that's it. So like, what sort of things did you study? Like, I know you did a bit of art and stuff. So what sort of subjects did you study? Like, what was you interested in?
I went to, you mean like further education after
Yeah.
high school and thing? Yeah, so I went to a place called ITT Tech, and I was actually going to learn how to make video games eventually. So I did animation. They did a lot of art theory in there. So um, we took figure drawing. Figure drawing was one of the base classes where, you get the poses down, you get the proportions down of a character, and
Mhm.
you start just making sure that everything, all the art on the composition is there. So when you go to create something else, like say a production or an animation, you
Mhm.
already know all those tools, and you know how a pose is supposed to look, and you know how it's supposed to look natural. And you go in there, and when you animate, the character doesn't look like it's just floating around, and looking silly. It actually has weight to it. So you have to take all those things into account. So we did a little bit of 2D animation before we got into the 3D, just so we can get used to it. And you take a character and you build it from the ground up. You make the model, you go through all that stuff, and then you go through and you rig it. You put bones in it,
Oh,
and
cool. You put bones in it as well.
you put bones in it. So there's a rigging. I used Maya back in the day, the same program pretty much that Pixar uses to do their animation.
Oh, cool. All right then.
Yeah.
So, your Pixar ready. You know what I mean? You could work for them
Uh,
if you really wanted to.
I don't know, man. I guess I just got too into life experience back in the day, and I kind of just dove into working full time and stuff instead. And I was like a jack of all trades, but a master of none. So I would slack here and then slack in another spot and work hard for a couple weeks on something and just leave it alone. And that's my problem. I would procrastinate too much. So
Nah, man. Do you know what they call that? They call that multitasking. You're a multitasker. You're a multi-trader.
yep.
You're
So
a
I mean,
master of many.
yeah. So I've dabbled in a lot
Don't
of
doubt
things. So
yourself, brother. Don't doubt yourself.
yeah, it's not the doubt. I mean, it's just the laziness.
Hey, come on, man. We all procrastinate, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
just
I've
got
been,
to
I've
put the
been
time,
procrastinating
effort
lately,
in it.
bro.
I'm sitting on some ideas right now that I want to do, and some animation ideas and things too that I kind of want to
Yeah.
have come.
Do you know what would be a good idea if you like probably one of the days made a little animation figurine like on the computer and just recorded it and then do a time lapse of it, like forward it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? I'm working on a game right now actually, and it's at the beginning stages. So I started making a level actually. There's this pixel creator that I
Yeah.
was trying to kind of make a prototype out of, and you can actually use the Unreal Engine, the one they made Unreal Tournament
Oh,
with and
okay.
stuff. So
Oh, talking about Unreal Engine, there's this guy on YouTube called Cries and X. Have you heard of him?
I may have seen his videos somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically what he does Nintendo like he remodels Nintendo characters and stuff on stages.
Oh,
Like
so he did like the Ocarina of Time one. Is that the one you're talking about?
yeah, yeah, you probably saw it then. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that.
It's pretty good, isn't it? What do you think?
No, that's awesome, man. I wish they would, come out with a full game with that. That sort of,
With the Unreal
because the
Engine,
lighting and the graphics, I mean, that would be
it does
nuts.
look nice. It does look nice. It like
Mhm.
I don't know. Do you know what I think? I think Nintendo's aware of those things, yeah, but they just I don't know what they got going on in their studios. They're probably just not really bothered about it. You know what I mean? They probably
You
think,
know what? But I
oh,
can't knock the Breath of the Wild style though, because I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I wish this looked more real," but
oh,
I'm thinking it's not meant to though. It's supposed to be
no.
this fantasy,
Yeah,
like
it's the artistic style on Breath of the Wild, isn't it? That's what they went for, something arty.
yeah,
So,
exactly. Because
mm,
everything if you look at everything, it's an art piece. So
yeah.
I mean, from
But
Link to
but
everything
you know
else.
what? Yeah, even when they make the Zelda games look realistic, there's still got a cartoony effect to it anyway. You know what I mean? Like if you look in some places in the graphics, like
I think
this.
they're always going to look at him as just a cartoony character, Like when
Mm,
they look at Wind Waker, that was a really good example of it. But Breath of
yeah,
the Wild is just a more amped up toon shading type of style that they have.
yeah. It all started like I think Wind Waker was like the introduction of it all. You know what I mean? The art style.
Well, if you look at it back in the older days, like even the original Link, the 8-bit style,
Oh yeah, that was
that's
cartoony
really
anyway, wasn't it?
the yeah. I mean,
It's
that's
always
all they
been
really
there,
had to
man.
work with.
It's
Yeah.
always been there, man.
Just like you were playing Link to the Past the other day, you had that real cartoony art
Yeah.
style, that didn't have a
Do you know,
choice. But
we shouldn't be surprised, man. We shouldn't be surprised at all.
that's what I'm saying. Link is always, well, you know what? I think people got spoiled because then he started to get more real, like Twilight Princess. He started, look, the textures really were detailed, and I think that's where people started to get really like, oh wow, so it's only going to get better from here.
Hmm.
And then they kind of pushed back and they went to a real artsy kind of style, tune shaded style with
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild, and they're like, what? What's going on? But it's the same people that talk trash about it are the same people that are playing it for 120 hours. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, I hate this game. Oh, maybe I go play it for 10 more hours. Oh, I hate this game. I
exactly.
play it for 20 more hours.
And they're losing sleep playing it, but they're like, oh man, I wish the art style was better. I mean, well, if you're looking at it all this time, just look at something else then if you like it.
There's plenty more Zelda games you can play,
Plenty
No,
more
but
other games.
I want to play that Breath of the Wild, man.
You want to play a realistic game? Go play a simulator or something.
Yeah,
I
simulator.
like simulator. Like, which game do you know that? I mean, GTA looks realistic, but and I've put tons of hours into that game too. But at the same time, I mean, sometimes you just want something that is going to throw you in a different kind of world,
Yeah. So you can like explore and let your let your creativity flow. I think that's the right word to say.
Exactly, man. You want to live in a kind of a fantasy world. That's the whole point of video games,
Yeah,
to
true.
escape. You want to live in the real world, live in the real world. If you want to see realistic textures,
Go
walk
outside.
There's plenty of them out there, man. You touch a tree, you feel the realness of that tree. There you go. See, that's the original Link right there, man.
I think Link agrees.
Link does agree, man.
Hiya!
Go touch a tree. Everybody out complaining about my game, go touch a tree or something, man.
So
Go get in the car, drive
I
around the
should just
neighborhood.
stick Link on the side here. Got no blue
For sure.
track.
You still haven't played the NES version, right? I mean, I think you should really play it. It's fantastic, actually. So
Yeah. Do you know
Yeah.
I haven't played it as well because I don't know. It's like usually I stream it as well, but I think when I play it, I think I should just play it in my own time. You know what I mean?
You should play it in your own time a little bit. So if you were to stream it, I would say play it for a little bit first, put a couple hours into it, and then go into the stream, and then say maybe do a couple dungeons outside of the stream.
Yeah.
And then when you know where things are on the map, when you get used to the map, then go into the stream and start playing it. That way, on the stream you already know what's going on, and
Yeah.
you don't look like
and then I ain't
like you've
wasting
never
no one's
played it.
time just staring at like some dungeon where I'm trapped in. I'm like, what the hell do I do?
That's what I did. Well, the first time I jumped in, I didn't know what was going on really, and then the next time I went in, I have it on like 3 different things. I have it on my Wii U. I bought it for like $5 on the Wii U, and
Oh, cool.
I played it on my phone on the emulator. Now I just started throwing things on the PSP
Yeah.
for the emulators, and it's so easy to mod the PSP with
Is
the
it
software.
really that easy?
It took me like literally 5 minutes just to mod it. To be
I
honest with you.
want to see these mods. Oh yeah, you was on about modding, innit? Talk about the mods you used to do and that. Like I know you said it earlier, but like
Oh, the GTA one. Oh,
yeah.
so GTA 3, yeah, I took the the textures in the model, and people would just have these. There was a whole website dedicated to it, to where they'd have models you can download. So they'd have a whole list of stuff. And this is back in the slow internet days, the slow ass internet days. Though. I remember just loading up these textures and these models and downloading. I don't know if it was exactly dial-up. Was it dial-up?
Or was it
could have been
or broadband or dial-up?
It could have been. It could have been dial-up. To be honest with you, it could have been.
Yeah.
Very easily could have been. Because I remember downloading like movie torrents, and it took like 3 days to download a movie and stuff like that. You know. So, but yeah, so I download these models, and then you have to go into the code. You have to go into the actual. You know how when you download a PC game, it'll have like folders. And it'll have all the resources in it, like all the textures and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So you'd have to actually go through those folders, find the actual model. Say it was the Banshee in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to change it out for a real Dodge Viper, and you switch out that, and you go into the game, you reload the game, you got yourself a Dodge Viper in there. So sometimes, sometimes it'd be kind of glitchy because it's not really supposed to be there, but at the same time, it was a lot of fun.
I bet that was cool, man. I bet that was definitely cool. Jesus.
No, it was fantastic. Yeah, a lot of people just do they mod the whole game. You can load the whole thing in there now, but back in the day, I had to do it like model by model.
Yeah. So you have to do a bit of programming then, innit?
It's kind of. I mean, they took care of all that stuff for you. It's just swapping files. That's all.
Oh, okay. All right. That's
programming.
Good enough.
Yeah, the only thing I did, well, you know what? I did Flash back in the day. You ever messed with Flash before?
Oh, yeah. You had to have Flash for everything back in the day. I remember that. Install Flash for this, Flash games. All
well, I used to
websites
build
had
stuff in Flash. I used to do animations in Flash, and you can do action scripting in there, too. So if you want to have a button to have your animation start, you can actually program the button in there with action scripting.
You've been on the Newgrounds website?
Oh, yeah, ever since back in the day, man.
Yeah. That's a big Flash website, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. They had this one called E-Bombs World. I don't know if you've ever been on there.
E-Bombs World.
E-Bombs World, yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't tried that one. Do you know, I do like my online games, on the browser games. They are fun to play.
That's what we should start doing. You know how we're going to get popular? Happy Wheels.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Happy Wheels!
Play a little Happy Wheels and scream a little bit, and you got 1 million subscribers right there.
That's it. Oh my God. He's dead.
Little Billy, what's happening?
What happened? His leg came off. His head came off. Oh my God, guys, look what happened.
I'm telling you scream.
Are you looking? Look, his head came off. Start laughing now.
Start laughing. Start subscribing. What's going on?
Okay, you can subscribe now. I broke his head off. Happy Wheels.
And I'm telling you, if you look at all the big YouTubers, all the people who are like PewDiePie and lower, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, they're all playing Happy Wheels.
It's all that. They all play the same games. Have you noticed that?
They're all playing the same. Yeah, exactly. You got to play everything that comes out if you want to get up there, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. Everything. Because everything that you play, is catered to a certain crowd. You know what I mean? I never noticed. Exactly. Do you know Flappy Bird?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy popular. That is. I don't know. I don't know why. It just is.
It's a simple game. Such a simple game to program, simple game to play.
It just is. I saw one video for like 36 million views on it, or 40 million views.
Jeez, just playing Flappy Bird?
Yeah, just for playing Flappy Birds for 10 minutes.
Oh, God.
I think so.
Carry on. Into one that was called Flappy Bird Worlds, and so you're going and you can actually play multiplayer in there. So there's other people online playing. So you're sitting there flapping, and then all of a sudden somebody's coming in.
Yeah.
You beat them if you go past them.
Oh.
You get like a high score or whatever, or like an extra item.
Dragon, I've got an idea. I know a game we could play.
Flappy Link.
It's an epic. Kind of looks like a Flappy Bird, didn't it? Well, I got a game we could play.
What?
Roblox.
You want to do Roblox? To be honest with you, you know what? People will jump in and watch, though, man. I don't know if we can do it, but I guess if let's see if we can. All right, so that's the challenge. Like, see if we can gain 10 subscribers from Roblox today. If we get 10, then we know we're doing something right. Then.
Oh, have you got Minecraft, by the way, on your computer?
I told you I was hardcore into Minecraft, man.
Oh,
I have
okay.
my.
I can join you on that. That's a game that I can join you on.
Yeah, you know what? You can go onto there's servers you can go on and jump on there. Yeah, you have Minecraft on yours?
Yeah. I got Minecraft.
I told you, it's such a simple game, and like when I was looking at it first, I told you like I felt the same way you did. Like, how is this game even popular? But
Yeah.
it's one of those things, man. People just there's so many things you can do on there, and any machine can run it. So that's another
Yeah.
thing too.
Everything, even your iPad or your phone can run it as well. That's the good thing about it. You
And
know what I mean?
Roblox too. The kids are over there. Like one is on a laptop, one is on a tablet, and one is on a phone, and they're all playing in the same server on Roblox.
Yeah.
It's crazy how because so simple. The graphics are so simple.
Yeah,
Anybody can
exactly.
run.
And you know what? Yeah, like you don't have to go buy any expensive equipment to play. You know what I mean?
No, no, and it's actually it's free, isn't it? Isn't it free to play Roblox?
Yeah, it's free, man.
Yeah. So that's
That's
another
it.
thing. Free, simple. I think they have the right idea there.
Yeah. I think they've put a fidget spinner on that thing now as well, and I'm on Minecraft.
Oh yeah, fidget spinner. Fidget spinners are all over the place.
Have you actually brought one as well? Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Oh no! You gave in. You gave into it, man.
It's just the kids, man. My daughter was spinning this while I was getting ready for the stream earlier with the Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and she's over there spinning on the she put it on the table and it's over there making a noise, so it's I don't know if you could hear that.
Yeah, I can hear that.
So she put it on my over here I have some like bins and I was like, what's going on? What is that noise? I thought it was like a machine or something in the background. And it's just the fidget spinner just keep going around. Just
Once you start spinning it, you won't stop spinning it.
I actually took it to work. When I'm on a call, I'm sitting there like spinning it, and then other people would. I was like, where did it go? Where I came back from taking a break or something like that. The next guy over to me, he goes, "Oh man, I had your thing right here, bro. I was spinning it too." So addicted people will pick it up and just start like, "Oh man, what is this?" They're just spinning it, and they're looking at 10 minutes, and they're like, I don't understand why the kids love it so much, but they've been playing with it for forever. You know what I'm saying? They're just sitting there, they can't stop put it down. That's the
I
funny
swear
thing
to
about
God,
it.
yeah, I don't like. Obviously, them fidget spinner guys, yeah, whoever or female, must have just went to a big company and said, "Oh, this is the new latest toy," and they must have laughed at her and thought, "Oh, get out of this office, man! I ain't paying millions of pounds to promote your product." And then they come back again. Oh, come on, man! Look, I got all these sales and stuff like that. People are interested into it. And they're like, "Oh, some good numbers here. Let's give it a try." Next minute, everyone's got one all around the world. Magical,
All over
isn't
the world, it's crazy. It's crazy. They're
It's crazy.
crazy, man.
Do you
People are
know
even
what?
making custom ones online. Like,
That's it. Custom ones online, everything. And even people are just doing it as merchandise now. Do you know you got the t-shirts selling? Everyone's doing fidget spinners, making their own, innit, like you said.
oh, like apps too, like for your phone, like a little fidget spinner widget where you can spin it on the phone, and when you go to your next page on your screen, it has this fidget spinner that spins. It's
Yeah,
crazy,
there
man.
must be there must be some like psychology to it or something like that. You know what I
It's
mean?
a simple idea, man. It's like just back in the day. This is probably before your time. You were probably too young for this, but there was this thing called Pogs. I don't know if you ever seen those before.
Pog. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
Pog.
Pog.
Yeah, the Pog. So it's just a little disc. It has a picture on it. That's all it is. You got the Slammer, which is a metal one, which has like a hologram on it, or is different shapes and different colors. And you just stack them up. You have like a whole big tube full of them, and that was one of the biggest things back in the '90s, man. Such a simple little thing.
Pogs and Pokemon cards.
Yeah, yeah. I got into X-Men cards. That was my thing. X-Men
Oh,
cards.
you never got into the Pokemon ones?
I was never really a Pokemon. Like, I was never got into the Pokemon craze.
Oh, okay.
Here's I got a little axe here from Minecraft, though.
Oh, cool.
This is a Minecraft house.
Right, so tell them a bit about your channel, man. Like what you do on your channel, bro.
I do tons of stuff on here. Like, you know what? I really want to kind of clean it up and start getting the thumbnails back in order and all that because I do. It's just I did a lot of PlayStation live streams just to get the live streams out there all the time and just to be interacting with people. But some of those, like going and brushing up the thumbnails and all that, it I need to put more work into it, pretty much. And I used to do a lot of edited videos
Mm.
back in the day, but I think that starting to play on PlayStation really got me lazy. But I used to put days and days into videos, and I'm still proud of those ones that I've done because the sound quality is good.
Yeah.
The picture quality is fantastic. I think I'm gonna do a playlist of all the ones that are on my early edited ones. That way, I can actually showcase those
Yeah,
and
yeah,
recommend.
yeah. That's what it's about, man. You know, there's like if you got too much of something, yeah, it gets boring eventually. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why it's good to like mix it up and have something for everyone. So, and that's the kind of situation that I've been in for the last year as well. Like, you know, just a bit of everything. Like, I just try everything I think of. Like, even if it's simple things, I just put it up. Like, even ridiculous things, humorous things. Like,
Yeah.
just stuff you wouldn't think of. You know what I mean? You just gotta put it up, man.
I was thinking about doing some skits and things too, but
Oh yeah,
you
comedy
know,
skits. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
Yo, do you know I need to get back into them because I've done some comedy skits, yeah, and I
Mm.
actually like them. It's like it's like other videos have overpowered them, so it's like hard to find them.
Oh, really? Oh, so yeah, yeah. So me too, man. I have a long list of stuff that I was actually trying to find something to show one of my buddies yesterday of one of the old school things that I've done, old school videos that I've done, and I just have just an archive of so many. It's like almost 500 videos now, so
Oh, is it?
hmm
Jeez, 500 videos, bro.
it is almost 500 videos. Yeah,
They're not on your channel, man. Where the videos on the channel, man? Put them up on
they're on the
channel.
channel, but
They're on
like
the
I said,
channel.
I need to make a playlist of the best ones because
I haven't looked deep. I haven't looked deep enough into this dragon.
no, you haven't looked deep enough because there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, but
Yeah.
you know,
I
there are
think
some that I'm really proud.
I went through like the first page, and I don't know what happened.
You probably started looking at other stuff on YouTube, man. I've done the same thing. So I started looking at something, and all of a sudden, something will catch my eyes. It's
Yeah.
just the generation, we got that low attention span.
It's just all the recommended videos in the side.
Yeah, you're
You
like,
know what I mean?
let me check out this Frank the Dragon. It's like recommended videos, like, oh, let me see, what is this? Like, oh, my favorite YouTuber's over here making a new video. Like, oh man, this guy's playing like me. I get distracted and like they're even like, so there's a new game over here, and then all of a sudden one of my other favorite YouTubers is playing like Castlevania from back in the day. I'm like, oh damn, I gotta see that. Hold on.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Like, okay, well, what do I do, man? There's two things I want to watch at the same time, and there's thousands of videos coming out a day, so it's hard to
Oh my
choose,
god.
man. So I can't even blame you.
Oh my god. All right then. Jesus. What was your first console? Did they ask you this?
Oh, my first console.
Yeah.
My first official console that I had for myself was Super Nintendo,
Oh,
but before
bad
that,
boy. Rude boy.
mine, yeah, I remember getting it for Christmas, man. My mom put it in a big box,
Yeah.
and the box was taller than me,
Yeah.
but she put it with the packing peanuts in there, and I'm like, what is this box? Like, when you're
Yeah.
going to unwrap it, you're like, what's going on with this? What's in here?
Yeah.
And she put it with the packing peanuts. Buried all the way down deep inside was the console.
Oh,
So,
I bet you was
like,
excited. I bet you was
and I didn't know
excited.
what it was. Yeah, I didn't know what it was at first, and then when I got the console, it was just, oh man. And I remember playing Super Mario World for the first time, and that was just a magical moment for me, man.
Oh
So,
god. I bet.
so I think that,
I bet you love that, man. It was
oh
It
man,
was the N64 for me. Anyway.
N64.
Yeah, yeah. I think I played my brother's Super Nintendo when I was younger. I think I had a little go, but my first console that I actually owned officially, like it was my N64. I got it as a Christmas present.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
So
there
yeah,
you go.
it
That
was
was
really
why you
good.
said Ocarina of Time was your first Zelda game, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. So what I got like in my Christmas present, I got it was Mario 64, and then after that I think it was Mario 64, 007 GoldenEye, and I had The Legend of Zelda, and that was the first games I had on my console.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I think they came
So
out at
that's-
different times, but I had them games. I remember those games.
I never had GoldenEye, but I went over to my cousin's house and we would play it. So all the
Yeah.
games that I didn't have, I would play over his house.
Oh yeah,
So it'd
yeah,
be
yeah.
like anything that I was lacking, then I would go over there and it would make up for it. So he had some things on Sega Genesis that I didn't have. Like he had Jurassic Park on his, and I would have like Battletoads or something like that. So
Yeah.
we would always go back and forth borrowing stuff. So that's how.
When I was younger, I did play the was it what do you call it again? It's not Atari, not the other one. Oh, it's
My
like
uncle had an Atari. That was my first.
I
That
think
was
I'd
my
have got
first
the
like.
Atari, but I also must have been really young. But I played the Sega as well. I remember
Hmm.
playing the Sega. I can't remember what sort of game it was, but it was like some sort of shooting game. I don't know, man.
Was it a guy? Was it a side-scrolling shooting game?
Nah, it's like, do you know how they got the games like this year, the proper pixelated games, and you got the man in the center, and the background just moves on the track like. It's one of those games. I can't remember what game it was though. I would have
Like
been
an
too young
on-rail
to remember
shooter?
that. Huh?
Like an on-rail shooter? Like it just the camera moves for you and.
Yeah, yeah. No, the background moves. I think it was a racing game or something like that. I don't know. When I see the game, like, I remember it.
Oh, okay. I remember I was playing like on Atari. There was Pitfall. My uncle had like the Smurfs and stuff like there, and like Galaga. And on NES, I
Oh
played a little
man,
bit of Zelda, but
oh man, I remember Golden Axe. I remember that game.
Golden Axe for with Sega Genesis, or are you
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Golden Axe. That was I remember that game. That was I put a lot of hours into that game. I did. I loved that game.
Me and my nephew just beat that the other day on the PlayStation Network has the PlayStation Now
Yeah,
to where you can play the old games and play some of the PlayStation 3 games, some of the arcade classics. So
yeah.
the arcade version we went through the whole game.
Yeah, and I was I was a Ninja Turtle fan as well.
Oh man, when Turtles in Time came out, like me
That's
and my
what I used to
cousins
play
and my
when I was a
friends,
kid. I used to play Turtles in Time.
we could play some Turtles in Time with that net play thing I was telling you about.
That's what that would take me back way back, man. That would take me
Oh
way
yeah,
back.
let's see if we could beat that one today, man.
I'm gonna have to
That's
check
today.
that out, man. I'm gonna have to check that out. Well, yeah, okay. Thank you everybody for watching our little interview and conversation, man. This is Frank the Dragon. Check out his channel,
Right,
and yeah, he's got loads of gaming content and stuff like that. His link will be in my description below. And yeah, it's been great. So we're going to be doing some videos together as well. Me and Frank are some games and stuff. So keep a lookout on both of our channels. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. My name is Amarai. Peace, family. See you later, guys. See you later, Frank.
All right, I'm all right. Good. It's been good.